UFC 325 press conference went place yesterday, and there's a few funny moments and important moments that I want to go over very quickly. We're going to get right into it. Let me go to my first timestamp. This one's hilarious. So they're doing the introductions. They're bringing out the fighters, putting them in their seats. Look who they bring out and sit next to. You'll see.
God of War, Saint-Denis.
They are sitting him
Standing across.
next to Mauricio Hufi. If you don't know Benoit Saint-Denis, I'm pretty sure it was Hufi's last fight. If not, it was the fight before that. But Benoit Saint-Denis absolutely destroyed and submitted Mauricio Hufi. So I just thought it was hilarious how they literally placed them directly next to each other. I think it's hilarious. Nothing happened. Hufi, they didn't look at each other. They didn't talk to each other. They did nothing, as you can see.
A staple of the top 10 at lightweight.
Hufi's just sitting there, forward, straight, nothing. No aura, just silence. I know he speaks Portuguese. I don't think he speaks English at all whatsoever. So it's probably kind of weird, you know. He can't really say hi to people. Maybe just say hi, but he can't understand anything. So yeah, let's go to the next timestamp. 1440. Let's see. Fiziev got asked a question. The reporter asked, like, hey, we did open workouts. Why didn't you do a workout? And his response, it was pretty hilarious in my opinion. So I wanted to share that.
Here's my goal. My goal is taking the belt. Open workouts. You didn't want to work out. You didn't want to show off this secret technique that you've got. What is this secret technique?
Secret technique.
Let's go, Bob!
Hey guys, thank you. Man, it's no secret. I'm just lazy guy, bro.
Now, do we really think he's lazy? No, he's definitely not lazy. If you've seen the way he fights, he's absolutely not lazy. Maybe he's just trying not to show something. I don't know, but he fights the same every time. We know he's got a Muay Thai style. He throws kicks. He throws hooks. All of his punches are thrown with absolute intent to knock you out. So I don't think it's because he was actually lazy. Maybe it was. Maybe it's from the weight cut. Maybe he really just didn't want to get an injury or something. Who knows? You don't want to move around too much when you're cutting weight. It's just you're more prone to injury. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he really was too lazy. Too lazy and didn't feel like getting injured. So it's probably a truth. Somewhat. I don't know. We're going to move on to 18. This is also another hilarious freaking moment. I was not expecting this. And when this happened, I think everyone got a kick out of this one. Here it goes.
Volk, finally, at the first fight press conference, you started singing and serenading Diego.
Hey, Volk. Sing it again.
Diego. First of all, the one thing that I absolutely love about the UFC is a lot of fighters, they're so professional, right? This is the biggest fighting organization in the world. So they're very professional. And I just think how it's hilarious how they get along so well. The true professionals want to be like, not friends, but they're mutual. Like they want to be the best in the world. So they're not gonna, this isn't a street fight. Like, oh, you talked to my girlfriend, he tried to take my girlfriend, I want to fight you. No, they want to be the best fighter. They don't want to prove anything other than they are the best fighter. So this little interaction right here is so freaking wholesome. It's hilarious.
Yeah, for the guys. Come on.
That was my question.
Come on, Volk.
Hopefully I don't get copyrighted from this song.
Sing.
Hey. You say
Sing again. Come on.
Come on.
Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
How freaking hilarious is that? And his voice isn't too bad either. He's got a pretty good voice. Man, that yeah, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Of course, when I start doing a video, I start yawning. I'm not even tired, dude. Yeah, I love Volk, man. He's hilarious. We're gonna miss him. He's literally probably the best champion we've ever had in the UFC. I'm not even just talking about fighting wise, because sure, Topuria knocked him out. Sure, Makachev knocked him out. I understand these things, but when it comes to everything combined, dominance, the way they carry themselves, their aura, their personality, Volk is the greatest champion ever. 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 Prove me otherwise. You can't. You really can't. We're going to go to 1915 here. This one's kind of, it's not that important. It's just kind of funny. Dan's in Australia. He's from New Zealand, I'm pretty sure. So they're kind of similar. The accents sound similar. Sorry, I'm hoping that'll make me stop yawning, but yeah, the accents are pretty similar. I'm pretty sure they're close in location. But Dan kept interrupting like so much, like 5-10 times. It's not a huge deal. Nobody cares. He had some aura, like he was bringing energy to it. So it was a good interrupting, but he probably knew what they were going to say the rest of the time, especially when he's interrupting Oscar. They're pretty good friends, or mates, as they say. So, yeah, it's not that personal, but I just thought it was hilarious. Where is it at? All right, here we go.
You don't be a battle, so like I say.
The reporter asked, like, he was asking Benoit and stuff like that, like, Dan, you know, he's a crazy fighter. He likes a bloodbath, blah, blah, blah. And Dan said, don't tempt me with a good time. And then Benoit said, this is pretty much the same thing. You know, we'll see. But Dan interrupts him. You'll see.
It's gonna be a bloodbath, and don't tempt me with a good time, baby. Don't tempt me with a good time.
You can see. Look at Benoit's face, bro. Look at Benoit's face as soon as Dan starts to yell. He was not expecting it. He's like a calm, super cool, relaxed. Relaxed fighter. So it's just hilarious. Dan is like the opposite. It's just
don't tempt me with a good time, baby.
Look at his face.
Don't tempt me with a good time, baby. Let's see.
And Benoit said, let's see. You know I'm gonna bring a war. We know Dan's gonna bring a war.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's hilarious. And the crazy part about that fight is a lot of fights, two fighters are going to say, oh, it's going to be a war. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm going to mess up his face, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to break his bones. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to submit him. Both of these gentlemen, I can tell you right now, both of these gentlemen mean every single word they are saying. And you want to know why I know that? It's not rocket science. It's in the tape. Just watch their fights. Just watch Dan Hooker and Benoit Saint-Denis. Watch their fights. They are both monsters, bro. You have to kill them. Watch. If you've never seen either of these guys fight, watch Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier. And then also watch Benoit Saint-Denis versus Dustin Poirier. Benoit Saint-Denis lost in that fight. But I'm going to tell you right now, before he lost, he was putting it on Dustin Poirier. Dan Hooker he's just a beast, dude. Go watch both of those fights if you've never seen either of these guys fight. And you're going to thank me later, because it's literally going to be a bloodbath. Unless someone gets knocked out in the first, before there's blood drawn, or submitted before there's blood drawn, it's going to be a bloodbath. There's no doubt about that. They both have a chin. It took Dustin Poirier a couple rounds and a lot of shots to knock out BSD. So Let's go to 2056, man. I just gotta say really quick, Rafael Fiziev is becoming one of my favorite fighters, man. And I know it's like later in his fighting career, kind of. That's how it usually works, right? You discover people later in their fighting career, and then you get a couple great years, maybe like 3 to 5 great years with them, even though they've been fighting for 10 to 15 years. But it is what it is. Rafael Fiziev, his personality is freaking hilarious. He is a dog. He's the same as freaking Dan Hooker. He's the same as Benoit Saint-Denis in terms of like, dude, he's in there to fight, man. He's in there to fight. He's not out pointing you. He's trying to, but he's landing with intent if he's trying to outpoint you. It's just, yeah. I just put on my notes right here, Fiziev with aura. You'll just watch him, dude. He's a beast.
Hey, my question is for Rafael Fiziev. Rafael, привет. You're highly famous in the UFC for your Matrix move. But recently you said in the interview that, especially for this fight, it was Spider-Man who prepared you. So what kind of move we have to expect from you on Sunday morning?
I'm not a huge superhero guy, but it's pretty hilarious when you bring superheroes into combat and stuff like that. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, everybody's saying me like my opponent prepared with Volk, but I also prepared with him long time ago in Tiger Muay Thai many times.
You just had to get that out of the way. You gotta let Hoofy know you prepared with Volk for a little bit. I did also. So anything you learned from Volk, odds are Volk probably taught the same things to Rafael. And on top of that, Rafael has so much more experience. Yeah,
Yeah, and I tell you, like I prepare with Batman, with Spider-Man, with everybody with from Marvel.
Batman, Spider-Man, everybody from Marvel he prepared with. You can't beat this man. You cannot beat this man, dude. He must be the Incredible Hulk or something, reincarnated into Jesus Christ.
So I'm ready for everything. You see him yesterday? He did so good work on the pads. So good spinning back kicks, everything so...
And that's the aura that I'm talking about. He's not saying like, oh, he looked like shit on the pads, blah, 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 this, and that. No, he's giving him credit. But deep down, I don't know if those shots are going to do much to Rafael. They might. He might get stung, now that I say that. But like, his aura, he's just saying he looked good, man. He looked so good. But it's nothing I haven't seen. It's nice and flashy, but is it going to work? Is it going to connect? And if it connects, is it going to hurt him?
Oh, nice. Clean.
I
was shocked in the room when I'm watching how he's
shocked.
working. But Sunday, we're going to step, and I step to the cage like Volk step to the kitchen.
Like Volk step to the kitchen?
I'm going to cook.
And I'm going to cook, baby. Made Volk live with that one. Look at Volk smiling, cheesing over there with that one. That was hilarious. I'm going to step in the kitchen like Volk, and I'm going to cook. Let's go, Rafael. I've got Rafael in that one. I didn't make any predictions or anything, but I've got Rafael Fiziev in that fight. All right, last one I'm going to do is at 24:40. This is kind of the end before they do the face-offs. Let's go to 24:40. On this one, it's kind of similar to the Fiziev one. I put Volk aura, so we're going to see a little bit of aura from our man, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Here you've got some of the fans in the crowd taking off their shirts. Man, Aussies are something else, man. They're wild.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
How good. You're saying that, yeah, just before I go there, one thing I do want to touch on, I reckon if you named some of the...
He's gonna go over and he's gonna explain this is gonna be a banging card, basically, is what Volk's gonna say. Such aura, such class, man. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier with Volk. He's so classy and just respectful and just a true professional, man. He's a dog. He really is a dog.
Most exciting fighters in the UFC, you're probably looking at most of them up here. So we're in for a treat here in Sydney. They're all going to put on a show, all incredible fighters, and yous are in for a treat.
Yep. What a way to end the press conference, man. That was it. They wrapped it up. And they stood him for the face-offs. I guess maybe I can do a couple of the face-offs. I guess I had one more question, but
greatest weapon.
I don't care about it.
You really think you can outrun what
Gotta
you
play
are?
the ads if I'm gonna use some of their videos, you know. Skip. Oh, okay. Volk's telling Diego, I've got an apron for you in the back. I'm gonna get you an apron. Here's all the fighters in the back. Bam Bam tied to Ivasa, freaking towering over every single person. Love it, man. Here goes the face-offs. Let's see who they bring up first. I'm kind of curious. Is that Hunter Campbell's piece? Is that his wife? I don't know. They both got 2 sleeves. And I don't know. I just thought that. Let me know in the comments. Is that Hunter Campbell's wife or something? Here we go, man. Bam Bam. I do want to say really quick, if Derek Lewis can knock this dude out, Bam Bam can knock this dude out. And I know MMA math does not work, but Bam Bam is way more durable than Derek Lewis. So he can eat a couple shots from this dude and just get to his chin. That's all he's got to do is find this guy's chin with one of his overhands. Massive guy he is. He's huge. I think he's listed at like 6'6", 6'7", or something like that. Bam Bam is 6'3", 6'2", whatever. Yeah, doesn't matter. Tied to Ivasa, his arms can reach up there. He knocked out Stefan Struve, which was 4 inches taller than this guy. So this is nothing to tie. Good face-off. Nice and respectful. Like 5-6 inch difference. Let's go. Fiziev. With the aura. Man, I feel like Hoofy's nervous, man. I saw a thing on, I forget what it was. I saw something where it was playing the audio of Fiziev and what he was saying right here. And
Come on, smile, brother.
you can hear it a little bit, but there's people yelling in the background. He's like, come on, smile, brother. Smile, brother. I think Hoofy's nervous, man. Like, all of the other fighters that are so confident, they're upbeat, happy, shaking hands with their opponent. And then you got Hoofy. He's so nervous. He's shut down. Did BSD change this guy's aura? We're going to find out. Fiziev is not... He doesn't care about anything. Anything. Fiziev, I'm ready for this. At least he shakes his hand. Just straight. I don't know. Maybe that's his confidence. Maybe that's just him. His cheeks are pretty sunken in. Maybe it's the weight cut. He's just super quiet and he just wants some food, man. He's hungry. It's probably what it is. Super hungry guy. Dan Hooker versus BSD. Dan Hooker walks up and he gets some flashbacks from Armin Sarukian when he headbutted him at the weigh-ins in November. Armin Sarukian. Dan said he broke his nose, but who knows if that's true or not. But he got flashbacks and he was talking to Hunter about it. It's pretty hilarious. Don't let him get close. Do we think BSD understood? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Who knows? But yeah, Dan, he's ready to go. You can't take much from these face-offs. You know what I mean? You can't take much from them, man. It's just there's a huge crowd. They're yelling. They're loud. The fighters are still in the middle of getting hydrated and getting back to their weight. So it's just you can't take much from these face-offs. But I just wanted to point out that Hoofy's kind of maybe it's because he doesn't speak English. Maybe that's his persona. Who knows? Diego is massive, dude. He's a tall dude, but I do want to mention, like, look at the frame and the body structure of Volk compared to Diego. Obviously, Diego's taller, and they're in the same weight class, so he has to be skinnier. That wouldn't work if Diego was taller and they had the same body thickness. He wouldn't be in the same weight class. He'd be in like 155 or 170. But he's tall, but Volk is so much thicker in the torso, man. Not that it means that much, because Diego's got those long arms, man. It just takes leverage. But I do want to mention just how much thicker Volk is. Look at the chest. Look at the chest area. The whole everything. Look at the shoulders. Everything, man. So much different. So much different. They have so much respect for each other. That's all it is, man. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see more content like this, then drop a like. Please leave a comment what your favorite face-off was, what your favorite part of the press conference was. And I'm excited for the fights, man. Drop a subscription. Subscribe if you guys want to. If you guys want to see more of my videos, I would appreciate it. And turn on the bell notification if you guys want to get notified when I post a new video from my ugly ass. So yeah, man, I'm excited for these fights. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Thanks for watching, guys.